The platform dings as the four-horned devils go get raised up to the upper floor of the casino, and sort of the upper half of these tables over here are sort of on fire as the jazz music plays here in the Dragon's Pride. These three security guard pit fiends turn their attention towards the source of the explosion, with Jin there holding Penumbra up in one hand. Mercy, go ahead. These pit fiends do like charge past you, so at least the door is unobscured.
Okay. Is talking a free action? Can she just
yeah,
holler at them real quick?
Talking's a free action.
Okay. Can you guys manage for a minute?
Manage is a strong word here.
So that's
will be done.
See, this is more of a mercy struggle, because like she wants to stay and help them fight, but she wants to go save Lep because this is giving her horrible flashbacks right now.
Yeah, I mean, try and resolve the chaos. That's where we're at.
Yeah. Oh. Flip. Yes. You know what? When in doubt, roll for it, right?
Yep.
10 or above, you save with that.
10 or above, stay, and below, go with Lep. Okay, I'm going for Lep. She's gonna just... Sorry, good luck, I'll be back. And just runs for the door.
Yeah, go for it.
You said I could use that extra inspiration to get through?
Yes, the door is locked. Without the proper key, if you have access to thieves' tools or some other means of tampering with locks, you could try.
I can shoot it. Do I have? I have a crowbar.
Right, open the door.
Yeah, I mean, you could try any number of things. I guess the lock probably does look like it's like a stone door, but there is like a fairly large keyhole there carved in the stone, requiring a fairly large key. So you'd be shooting at stone, basically. Crowbar could work, but it'd be like a strength check. But you might be able to pry into the keyhole with your crowbar and break it or damage it open. Otherwise, thieves' tools. I mean, technically, you could probably surmise that one of these two pit fiends might be holding a key, so you could try and pickpocket one of them for it. That'll just add a round to your door puzzle here.
You know what? Screw it. She's gonna shift and backstab the one nearest to her.
Okay.
Now, what was that inspiration advantage?
Yep. Yeah. You can have advantage on your roll there. 18 just misses.
Okay. Of course it does. That one won't.
28 is good.
And 3D.
Make a wisdom saving throw actually for me, everyone. DC 21 wisdom saving throw.
Everyone in combat or just everyone?
Everyone in combat. All the fiends have a aura of fear.
27.
So, were you right next to the pit fiend there, Mercy, or were you one space back?
I was right behind him.
Okay, yeah, then you don't have to well you are frightened, so you get kind of trapped between
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm immune.
Oh, immune to frightened condition? Okay, nice.
That's
yes,
cool.
I am. And actually, if I remember, Lepus gave us a hero's feast earlier, so if that's still in effect,
You have advantage on wisdom saves, yeah.
Oh, nice. Everyone's probably fine then. You are all immune to the pit fiend's fear aura for the next 24 hours.
Woohoo!
So
I'm also going to use my ability to re-roll that initial 8. Woo! So I do 24.
24 for your second strike. You can offhand with your weapon if you want to, with your bonus action.
Yes, please. Nope.
You drive First Blood into the pit fiend's back, right between his wings, at the little base of his spine there. He kind of rears back and his wings flap irritatedly back at you. Anything else, Mercy?
That's all her attacks and bonus actions, so...
All right.
Yep, that's it. She's just gonna square up and hope to end this quick.
I really missed an opportunity here because I already got rid of these horn devils to do like a Matrix thing where the devils start turning into agents, you know, with their summon devil thing.
Oh, bummer! That would have been
I
so
really
cool.
missed an opportunity. I guess we still have these ladies that work in the spa here. Lilith, you're up.
Okay, first thing Lilith's gonna do is she's going to jump onto the ceiling with spider climb.
All right. The ceilings here are 30 feet high.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe she won't do that. She's gonna look over at Malvathor and she's gonna be like, "This is your domain. How do you want to do this?"
He says, leave this one to me.
Okay. And she's gonna go to this one. Actually no, she's gonna hop on the counter. And she's gonna take 2 shots at that one. So 23 and 25.
Both good.
Okay. Alright, 17 piercing, 5 radiant. And then she's gonna have fangs attack too. (13)
13 misses.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Fang charges forward and tries to leap and grab onto one of the fiend's wings and just kind of misses as it's kind of batting them around there, as it's got a dagger in its back currently. What was that, a total of 24 you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Mercy is... Okay, so... Fangs has pack tactics.
Oh,
And Mercy's right there.
yeah.
So
13
you
or,
said
and 15, 13 and 15 would miss.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, that's her turn.
Jin.
For the last time today, the Jinn will start humming the tune to War Pigs by Ozzy Osbourne.
We still need that playlist.
Oh yeah, I'll get on it. I will. Malvathor has stated that he would like this one for questioning, so I will ignore that one.
I miss the pre-DMCA days where I could use Watch Together and play
I know, right?
others' music. Yeah.
We will get to there. Actually, let me, before I move, shoot first. Ask questions later. Pew, 2 shots.
20s both hit.
15 force and 12 force.
Those are both at number 1, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right. 2 more blasts.
Then I will move here to provide a flank. If flanking is a thing in this game. I always forget which
No.
tables use.
Not on this one, no.
Well.
Your first shot strikes the pit fiend in the chest, and your second one knocks off his glasses, and you can see the burning embers in his eyes of hatred as he glares at you.
Well, then I will move there to provide imaginary flanking. That's turn.
The fiend will swipe around with its tail at you, Mercy, from behind there. 20 to hit,
Yep.
or 32 bludgeoning damage as it swipes below. And then it'll slash
Okay.
over at you, Jin, with his claw. 17 to hit.
Nope.
Probably no
not
good,
even
huh?
in the same ballpark.
It'll swipe once more with its claw. 27 to hit. And is
It would, but a veil of shadows will intercede.
all right? As your magical barrier, the claws rake against your barriers of shadow, and it enranges the fiend further, and it'll come down with its big sharp teeth for its final attack with a bite. Another 27, which misses with your shield, right? Still.
Current AC 29.
Tank wizards. Mavathor, go ahead.
Alright. So Mavthor's crown will start to pulse with power, and he really intently focuses in on this pit fiend here. As he also uses his special amulet power, and he says, kneel before your lord, as he casts Dominate Monster on it, so he has disadvantage on a DC 19 wisdom save.
Disadvantage, and if they have magic resistance, it would just be a straight roll, right?
Yes.
They roll a 20.
Ugh. Silvery barbs,
Okay.
anyone?
I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
do it. I'll take one for the team.
Straight roll of a 10.
Silvery bombs!
10, so they fail with the silvery barbs. Who are you going to give your advantage to?
I'll give it to Mavathor.
All right.
Nice.
The pit fiend kneels.
Alright, so I have a telepathic link to him. So he'll simply point at number 1 over here and says, kill him.
Ooh. Dominate monster, they just do what you say, right?
Yeah.
It's just that they can't do stuff that will harm
Affect
themselves,
themselves,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. What does that last? Do they make saves at the end of their turns or no?
Only when they take damage.
Only when they take damage. Okay. New saves when they take damage, DC 21, right? Or 19?
Mhm.
19?
19.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Oh my gosh, kid. Just likes to sleep on the mouse pad. Okay,
My
then
one
that
cat used to love sleeping on my mouse hand while I was holding the mouse.
you see in a little burst of flame, the pit fiend conjures an infernal iron mace, and its wings kind of flap out, and it charges over here, and it'll make a swipe with its tail as it does so for 29 bludgeoning damage on this pit fiend. It'll take 2 more strikes with its fiery mace, 24 and a 30 to hit for a total of 60. This fire damage is probably halved on these guys, yeah, so 10, 20, 30, 46 more damage, and a bite for 23 piercing. 6. 23. And that Pit Fiend will make a saving throw for some poison damage as well. Con. And will succeed and take no damage because they have resistance from the poison damage. So it'll do quite a bit of damage as you command one of Windfall's fiends to turn on its companions, and this other one over here in the corner will come behind Jin with your 29 AC still active from your shield. It will make its round of 4 attacks with its tail swipe, missing. This one will also conjure a fiery mace now that the other one has 2 30s to hit. With the 2 mace attacks.
30's hit me.
12 bludgeoning and 14 fire from the first, and 15 bludgeoning and 14 fire from the second. And it will
damage total?
10, 20, 30, 49, 53, 55 total.
Alright.
And a bite, a 26 to hit, which misses your AC currently with your Shadow Shield there. And Mercy.
Okay, well, I'm glad to see that we have an unexpected helper. So she's gonna try and swing at this guy again, though.
24 is good.
That's 14 and an
Yeah,
extra
higher level play is starting to become fun now that I'm kind of getting used to it more.
That's 14, 18 on the first. Yeah, they're not close enough for this other thing. So, and another swing.
20 hits.
Cool. That's 18. And I did check, I can only do that D8 once a turn.
Okay.
And then that's gonna miss.
14 does, but you create wounds in the fiend from behind as you strike with your swords. And anything else, Mercy? Lilith.
She's gonna move over here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That's it.
Okay, Lilith's gonna use Vicious Arrival again. Okay, 24 and a 26. So it's 25 piercing and 3 radiant. And then Fangs is gonna attack it again too. $16.
16 misses.
Okay.
But 2 more shots from your crossbow sink into the fiend as Jin's up.
What is the lighting in this room? Or level of lighting?
There are like chandeliers variously dangling down from the ceiling above, casting. But there are plenty of like dim corners, probably on the edges and in certain places around the middle.
Alrighty.
It's probably dim above the bar, and then dim on the outer 2 squares, and then the inner 2 squares are probably lit, around the room.
Yeah, we won't do anything too complicated. I'll cast Shadow Blade at 5th level. And we will proceed to make this Pit Fiend's life a little uncomfortable. No advantage, sadly, but
Do
swing
you,
once with
do
Booming
you have
Blade.
advantage if you're in the shadows?
I do.
Yeah, so
Because
I
of
mean,
Shadow Blade.
you can move to the edge here, and then you would have it.
Sure, why not?
You'll just
Take
provoke
an off
one
for
opportunity
advantage.
from this guy, but
Then in that case, can I move before I cast the spell?
yeah, sure.
Good.
They miss anyways.
Okay.
Little tail crack whip out.
All right. Then at advantage with Booming Blade, a 23 to hit.
23 is good.
21 Psychic, 10 Thunder, and 3 more D8 if he moves. And then a regular Booming Blade, a regular Shadow Blade strike with advantage. That is a crit.
There you go.
A lot of dice. That is a 41 Psychic, and 19 Thunder,
I think
and
it's 58. I think it's 58 total.
58. 41, 50. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. And then
it's 58 or 59, but I think it's 58.
Oh wait, yeah, no, because the second one's not a Booming Blade.
Oh,
It's just
gotcha.
the
Oh,
second
okay, I
damage.
gotcha. 20, 30.
Ignore the thunder damage.
41,
So
41,
yeah,
41.
that and a 3d8 if he moves.
Okay. Nice.
And that is action and bonus action from me, Pastor.
I really got to find a game I can go play a Blade Singer in again.
I know this is the first one I've done it with, and they're just they are fun. I see why people like them so much.
The tail whip cracks at mercy for 24 bludgeoning damage, a 31 to hit.
You said 24?
24 bludgeoning, yep. And then in the chaos, it makes a couple strikes. It conjures its own flaming mace and makes 2 strikes at the other pit fiend that's now attacking him. For a total of a lot of damage. 20, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 6. I guess the other guy makes 2 wisdom saves for Dominate Monster, right? Which he fails both miserably. As he's beating off his buddy, he is cursing at him in Infernal. No, you'll get fired for this. And then he goes and turns to bite at you, Mercy, as well. A 28 to hit. For 17 piercing and a DC 21 con save.
Okay. Is that for poison?
For poison, yeah.
I believe we're immune to that from the Hero's Feast.
Oh,
too.
nice.
Yep, they're immune to it.
Mavathor.
Alright, yeah, he's going to cast Healing Word at 4th level on Jin. So, Jin heals for...
My thanks.
I just need to roll. Plus 6, so 34, yeah. And then as part of that casting, Jin can make an attack against that pit fiend.
Ouch.
Which he will do with Booming Blade. With advantage. 30.
30's good.
28. 25 Psychic, 8 Thunder, and 3 more Thunder D8 dice if he moves.
Right.
Okay. And then as his action, he'll cast Toll the Dead on number 3 over here, so DC 19 Wisdom save.
21.
He passes. Alright, that's the end of his turn.
8 more thunder on top of that psychic, right? Can those booming blades stack like that? Can they? Is it like
I
68
don't
now?
think so.
Okay, the Pit Fiend under your command will do another round of attacks on his buddy there. Natural 20 for 46, 47, 48, 49 damage with his tail swing. 2 strikes with his mace. 20, 30. Oh, that's enough. The one under your command, Mavathor, tears this fiend apart, shredding his uniform as he
Right.
tumbles back onto one of the tables. And
Yeah, he'll give the mental command to continue to number 3.
he'll turn and make a chomp against this guy over here with his bite. Ooh, almost another nat 20 for 20 piercing damage as he bites a hunk of flesh out of his buddy. And Mercy. Before you go, Mercy, back in the Ruby Sanctum, I don't want to leave Lep out too much. Windfall turns from admiring or you see that she's starting to get she's like pacing back and forth and after Cass has left, and she finally stops and she kind of comes to face you as you're bound there, and she says, I noticed something odd about some of those that fought against me back there in the Moonstone Mask.
Oh. Like what?
Well, they seem to be from not of this world. What can you tell me about them?
I don't know where they're from. Mercy didn't tell me that. But I'm pretty sure they're from, like, someplace else. I think, like, I don't know what it's called, but they're from someplace else.
She says,
They have these weird things that are, like, metallic, and they use these weird shard thingies. I forget what they're called.
And the Fanged Woman. She a new companion of yours as well?
Yeah, her and the masked guy.
What can you tell me about her? And she like reaches her hand out, and kind of flying out of the darkness, this blade kind of hovers out from the corner of your vision and hovers just beneath your chin and kind of points your chin up in the air.
She's a leader. She's trying to find you and bring you back to where she's from.
The other Fanged Woman. But keep talking.
Oh, the one with the weird dead pet pendant thing. Yeah.
The girl with the dog,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Her dog is so nice, so fluffy. But yeah, no, I guess I don't know. Cass said that she's Strahd's daughter. I don't know who Strahd is, so I was confused. But she's I guess not a vampire, but something called a Damphir. I don't know what that is. I guess they're like a half vampire. She is kind of powerful. She's good at biting. She gets her powers from like ideals, I guess. I mean, that's pretty cool. She doesn't know who her mother is, so I guess if you wanted to do something with that, you could. Um, um, she doesn't like Cass. Neither does Mercy. I don't know why. He seems like a nice guy.
And this Mercy, you say she wants to capture me?
Yeah. I guess you did something and she's trying to get revenge. I don't know.
She grins and she says, well, I love a good game of cat and mouse. You've been a pinata of useful information.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
Since my time here in Toril is growing shorter by the day now that Mavathor is the new Lord of Avernus, I don't see that I'm going to be able to keep the Red Belvedere going for too much longer. Seeing as I've promised Cass that I will leave you unharmed. I won't turn you into an actual pinata, but
Oh, thank you.
it's good to know that you've at least been useful for something. And you feel the tip of the sword point sort of cut into your skin a bit under your chin, and she says, and remember, don't forget the other thing that we talked about. And she turns to or she reaches out past you and she pulls this object that was hovering between the 2 points of the stones out, and the image of the dragon that was being cast in the Sanctum vanishes. And she stuffs it into a satchel that she's got slinged over her shoulder. And she lowers her hand and the blade kind of comes away and hovers beside her. And she turns and she's back towards the door and she says, now we'll just hope that your friends are smart enough to bargain for your life. And Mercy, go ahead.
Yes. At a glance, does the dead one have a key?
You can make an investigation check.
No, let's kill the other one while we maybe have a dummy to use as
Okay.
a shield.
Sure.
$24 hit?
Oh yeah, sorry. 24 is good.
Nope, you're good. So that's 25. And a D8 for another 3. That's 28. And I'm sure that's gonna miss. That should hit though. So that's another 10.
Right.
So 38 total.
38 total. Lilith.
Okay, we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing. To 28 and a 27. 21 piercing, 6 radiant. And then Fangs is gonna come over here and help out.
Let's go, Fangs. Oh, there you go. Fangs leaps towards the other pit fiend and latches onto its wrist, and the creature will make a strength save, which at nat 20s, but you still do 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 damage with Fangs as well. Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Jin.
Yes, fourth verse, same as the first. Advantage. 21.
Good.
No booming blade. 23 psychic. And 23
Yep.
with booming blade. 27 psychic and 7 thunder.
Tearing this thing apart.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna cut through like 600 points of HP here pretty quickly. Anything else, Jin?
No, I don't think so. Pastern.
Mavathor.
All right. Well, I assume Mercy's looking worse for wear currently. So, yeah, he'll cast or he'll move up and then cast Cure Wounds on her. So, so she heals for 44 points of healing, and she can use her reaction to attack the Pit Fiend.
Much thanks.
19 total?
That's another 19. Yep.
Out of curiosity, did you take Pit Fiend number 2 out of the turn order?
Oh, I might have deleted the wrong token. They'll just go after you.
Okay. Yeah, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, the one under your command will whip its tail, and its long spine tail whips out and just gouges out one of the eyes of this other pit fiend, kind of piercing through his glasses, and topples that one behind you guys there. And you have this final one still under your control.
He'll then give the mental command to take us to Windfall.
He wanders over and reaches down and rifles through the pocket of this other dead one back here, and pulls out the key to the door, which he unlocks for you all. You guys pass into Windfall's personal chambers. You can see, the bookshelves lining the walls, the plush bed, and the work desk with the files and papers and books. And there's another stone door on the far end of the room that is still closed.
He'll motion for the Pit Fiend to follow. I guess he'll open the door.
You guys open the door into the inner sanctum here. You guys see this room, this cavern made of these faceted red ruby crystals that are dim now that the object is no longer hovering there in the center of the room. You see Windfall standing beside Lep, and there's this shimmering longsword hovering just under his neck. Windfall is grinning as you all enter. And she says, "Oh, well, it took you all long enough. Have you enjoyed my establishment? I heard you won quite the prize in the arena.
Yes, and the staff are also quite accommodating, as I'll point to the pit fiend.
She smirks and she says, oh, of course. Well, we treat our guests with the utmost respect here at the Red Belvedere.
Are you sure about that? And she'll point to Lep.
Oh, well, the ones that haven't crossed me, I suppose. Shall we make this quick? Your little companion here has told me that one of you wishes to capture me, bring me with you, and obviously that won't be happening. I have something that you want, and even though I initiated this little tryst between our two parties, what do you say that we call a truce? I'll give you back your friend, and you'll get out of my hair.
Jin holds up a finger. Question, if I may.
Of course.
What is it that you have, or what is it that you think you have, that we want? And he snaps his fingers.
Let me make a con save.
Teleporting Lep back behind our group.
I think you can choose to fail.
Yeah.
He would try to, but he doesn't.
Lep, you are transported out of your binds beside the others. Where do you want to drop them?
Right next to me, behind Malithor.
Malithor kind of claps his hand and says, "Well, that was short-lived. Now, about you assaulting me earlier, I believe the punishment for that here in Avernus is death. So, if you're open to it, we can get this over with quickly."
She says, I've always made this mistake in my life. I suppose I shouldn't have underestimated the new Lord of Avernus so deeply. Nevertheless, I suppose, showdown is in order. She, holds out her hand and the sword kind of shifts its position and hovers up before her. She, flares out the tendrils of her overcoat and they kind of shimmer as she does so. Why don't you guys select your tokens and roll initiative?
Oh no.
And it's better if I go after you guys anyways.
I'll just have the Pit Fiend act directly after you. Oh, did you roll low or something? Oh.
Yeah, I rolled low.
I'll roll for the Pit Fiend then.
Okay. He'll give the mental command to attack her, but try to disable her first.
Okay. Wow, Lep and Jin, you guys rolled high. Windfall crit her initiative too.
Awesome.
Of course she did.
Oh wait, would I still have silvery barbs active on me?
I don't know. Is there a duration for it?
Let me check. Within 1 minute.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, yeah, he'll just use it to reroll his
You guys
initiative.
move through
Hey,
that.
wow, look at that.
Oh.
You guys move through that door pretty quick. Jin, go ahead.
I think I'll try something cheeky here. I will use my 7th level spell to cast Modify Memory.
Okay.
Love the wall of text.
Okay.
Mavler might mention that she is quite resilient. Hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh,
Wisdom saving throw, DC.
DC 19.
Okay, she passes, and if she hadn't, she would have burned a legendary. But she rolls a 19 and a 20. And she has resistance.
Silvery Barb. Let's make her burn that legendary.
She does burn one legendary because she rolls a 9 on the silvery barbs.
And I'll go ahead and give myself advantage. Seems like I'm going to need it.
As you should.
Yes.
I will move over here, duck into the shadow behind the pit fiend. Faster.
Lepus.
Oh, what would Lepus do? This is not good.
Please.
Oh. He is going to fly up and fly in front of the ball. That's movement. He is going to cast Wall of Fire. He's gonna have it appear right here.
Okay.
It'll be faced towards him. So I'll have to make a dex save. But he GCT. Cool. Okay. And then he's gonna look at Windfall and whisper to her, "I'll keep my end if you keep yours." And he's gonna cast Face Step. Well, he's not. It's not casting Face Step, but he touches her arm and is going to allow her to teleport 30 feet away.
You cast a wall of flame in the center of the sanctum. The light of the fire, shines through all the fractals of the red gemstones embedded in the walls, creating the shimmering pattern of red light throughout the chamber. Windfall cackles on the other side of the flames as the wall of fire flickers. You can kind of see her through the flames cackling. She kind of shouts over the blaze at all of you, and she says, I may have underestimated you, but I've also got a few new tricks up my own sleeves. And she bursts into a little swarm of bats that start to flutter around the ruby sanctum here, and then they all shoot towards the dark tunnel behind her. And you can hear the screeches of the swarm as they're kind of echolocating through the cavern on the other side of the sanctum as she attempts to start fleeing from you all. Mercy.
Yep. Let me see here.
You guys are more than welcome to chase. I have a new map for a chase.
How far away do you think she's got at this point?
I think when she turns into a swarm of bats, she's got a fly speed of 60, and if she dashes, 120.
So did she take the offer to be teleported or not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think she wanted to, cause a spectacle.
Yeah.
She had her own means.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. She's an independent woman,
Oh yes.
Dash is a bonus action, but I don't think anything Mercy can do is going to catch up to her right now.
Yeah, sure.
Unless I can double dash, but
You dash across there to be Sanctum,
Yeah.
through the flames. I guess you'd have to make a dex save to get through the wall, and take some fire damage.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Stop.
Yeah, right now she's just going for it, so
Yeah. You can hear the screeches of the bat echoes as you find yourself in this darkstone tunnel that seems to be descending quite rapidly once you cross the Sanctum and start to descend.
How much fire damage do I take?
Wall of fire is how much left?
23 fire.
I think
Okay.
I think Lep's
Okay.
DC is like what, 19?
18.
18. So with a
18.
plus 6 even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll that damage, Lep.
Oh, you want me to roll it again? The fire?
No, just roll the damage. Or did you roll it? Oh, 23. I see. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's 23.
Yeah, you dash through the flames, Mercy, and you make your way into the darkness of the tunnel that's steeply descending beneath the.
Yeah, that's actually going to take me off of this map.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna move once everyone has a turn on this round.
Can I see her though?
You can see the bats. Part of the swarm of
Can-
bats fluttering. Yeah.
Can I take a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'd say I guess she's probably 60 feet ahead of you. Maybe 40.
Okay. And since she's undead, I could activate the special ability of my rifle.
Sure.
If I hit, so please, please, please.
How much HP do you have in your swarm, Lilith? What's a swarm of bats have? I guess I could just look. Do the DM's job,
I was gonna say, I don't think I have that yet.
Swarm of bats.
$22 HP.
Ah, okay.
Armor class of 12.
So yeah, 31 will hit, Mercy. Your shot echoes in the tunnel,
That,
and
and then it does the extra.
you see, like in a shimmer of multicolored sparks as you strike her out of her bat form. She kind of tumbles and slides a little bit down the slope, and then you can hear her tailcoats jingling as she is continuing to run, now on foot again.
Was she at full before I hit her?
Her bat form is only at 22 HP, so her
Oh,
HP
no,
her
she had
HP was
taken
up.
damage.
No, she hadn't taken any damage.
Okay. Can I take a second shot?
Sure.
Yes, please.
23 does hit.
That
Yep.
was
Yeah.
37, and then another 29.
Oh.
Uh, 37 and another 29 on top of that. All right.
Yes.
Your first shot, kind of, you guys hear the echo of the blast in the tunnel, and another following shortly after. And Mercy, you see, Windfall tumble into her normal form and continue to jingle down the path. Mavathor.
Okay. I think he would know how quickly a pit fiends move, so he'll allow the pit fiend to pick him up and command it to chase her down.
Oh, sure. Never thought I'd see Mavathor allow somebody to pick him up.
That'd be a normal thing for him.
All right. Then the pit fiend picks you up, Mavathor, and with their fly speed dashes 60 as well, and you're just behind Mercy in the tunnel.
Okay.
Lilith.
Can I hop on Fangs' back? Do you think she's big enough?
How big are you? I mean, Fangs is like almost like a little smaller than like a direwolf, right?
Yeah.
So how big is Lilith? How big is Lilith? I would say yes, probably yes. You guys do.
Okay.
You guys do this. You ride. I imagine you ride Fangs around Strahd's realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get on her, and I'm gonna have her dash, so she can move up to 100 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, you guys catch up, and you're just behind now in line, in the tunnels, and I guess the pit fiend would have to wait its turn to use its move, Mavathor, right?
Yeah.
If it's gonna be like taking
Can't get
actions,
around
right?
me.
Like it can't take
Yeah.
actions on its turn or on your turn, right?
Yeah.
But so it dashes on its turn in the turn order here, and Jin, you're up again.
Does the wall of fire cut off the entire room, or can I go around it?
What's the length of it again? 20 foot long or 60 feet long? So I
Oh.
think it does. Yes.
I should make a con save then.
Oh yeah, if you
Dex.
pass through the wall,
Dex,
make
thank
a
you.
con. Yeah, make a con save.
Dex save.
I guess you could get. Oh, it's 20 feet high as well. Yeah, you got to go through it basically.
DC 18. Sorry,
Okay, I
guys.
passed.
drop the wall, Lep.
Avatar is immune to fire, so he doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you
I
could,
will say, drop the wall, Lep.
you could probably drop it.
Yeah, if I can just do that's like a free action.
I think so. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get to there. Bonus action. I will warp another 30 feet. With ye old Raven Queen's blessing.
All right.
Bam.
What was your total move here?
It'd be 60 from my original position.
Okay, 60 from your original. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so you're still kind of in the sanctum. Okay. Lepus.
He will dash.
Well, I'm
and then
not done yet.
step-
Oh, sorry, Jin. Sorry.
Yeah, the 60 feet will put me right in front of where Mercy is. And I will go ahead and cast haste on Mercy.
Oh, nice.
Thank
And now I'm done. I'll just put myself there.
Lep is going to dash for 70 feet, and then he's going to face step for an additional 30.
All right.
So I think it's like 100.
Or
All right. You guys all make your way into the tunnels that are descending deeper below the crust of Avernus. Windfall does another dash, but before she does, she also casts haste on herself, and she makes her
How
way.
far away is she?
After she casts haste,
before.
Oh, before?
Because I'm gonna counterspell it.
I guess she would be about 60 feet away from you, probably.
All right.
Right around there.
Yeah. No haste for her. That's 4th level.
She has her haste dispelled, and she will make her way to the end of the tunnel. You can see up ahead of you guys at the end of the tunnel there are motes of orange light, and she makes her way into this large cavern. She still dashes, and at the end of her dash, she's going to turn and use a legendary action to cast another spell. And in the tunnel, she will cast a hypnotic pattern. So everybody make a DC 23 wisdom saving throw.
Is this
We
to
have
be
advantage
charmed?
on
Or
this.
frightened?
What's that?
Is this to be charmed or frightened?
I guess you would be considered charmed, yes.
Then Leb is immune, and anyone within, I believe 30 feet of him has advantage on
Okay.
that save.
DC 23 wisdom saves with advantage. Lep, you are immune.
Are we within people's auras?
Oh wait.
Probably.
Oh, I'm. Sorry, I'm a dumb.
Probably Mavathor's. At the very least.
Right. Advantage because I am an elf.
Wait, would Fangs have
Agree.
to roll for this too?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I've been clicking the wrong thing for my saves. Which would explain why I kept failing them.
Did anyone actually fail?
Me and Fangs both did.
What was the save?
23.
And do we get bonuses? I got a 16.
I think you might have a +6 from Mavathor. So 22, you
Yeah.
just miss. yeah.
Wait, I didn't add. Okay, so I didn't add my bonus to mine. So I save and Fangs doesn't.
Okay. This flash of multicolored sparkles kind of explodes in the tunnel, creating these patterns of twisting chromatic colors. There's like the sound of a dragon's roar as the lights are bursting like a tiny little fireworks show. And if you did fail, you are incapacitated. Your speed becomes 0, and you are charmed for 1 minute.
I burn my inspiration for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I just have to roll again then?
Uh-huh. Yep. Just a flat roll, I guess. Yeah. There you go.
Did I make it?
Yeah, 19 plus 6 would beat her.
Woo!
Plus 10. Did you get +4 from Lilith too?
Well, then it was a 26 before.
Okay, well, maybe just fangs then.
Yeah.
Alright, you'll have to get on foot, Lilith. Windfall
I
makes it
imagine
out.
she probably falls off of
Windfall,
things too.
Windfall makes it out of the tunnel, and she was about 60 feet ahead of you guys still, when her turn began. So now she's 120 total, because she dashed. Oh, sorry, what did I do with the turn order? Oh, there we go. Okay, so Mercy, go ahead.
Okay, so she's 120 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Where are we here?
When you guys
Off
come
the
out of
map.
Yeah, off the map. So 120 feet will be 120 more feet will be onto the map, basically.
Well, she's gonna dash forward, which would give her 60 feet.
On her next turn.
And
Yeah.
no, Mercy's going to dash.
Oh, Mercy. Okay, yeah. So you're halfway to the new map.
Remember
in the
your
tunnel.
hasted.
Oh yeah, you're hasted. So I think your dash
Ooh.
is farther, right?
Your movement speed is doubled, and you have an extra action that you can use to dash if you want.
Okay, so then I would actually be able to reach her, right?
Yep. Yeah, you can make it to the first square of the map there.
Okay, but that's... I can dash as a bonus action, so do I still have my move speed?
I guess if you
You'll need 2 dashes to get there.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
you can use the bonus action, and you can use the hasted action,
that would be 120
And
total. 120 total. Yeah.
and you'd still have
Okay,
your action
gotcha.
available.
Okay. Well, Mercy's going to burn a Hunter's Mark and Shift.
Well,
Actually, I can't Hunter's Mark.
2 dashes would be a dash as a bonus action, and then a dash as an action, right?
Oh,
Yeah, but then she has an additional action because of haste.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah,
Which would be a
haste
single
action to dash.
attack, right? Which would be a single attack.
Single attack. Okay, I'll just shoot.
Or burn the haste action, then you can take your attack action, which is a normal 2 attacks. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Your first shot goes whizzing past her, but your second one hits.
And another 7.
Another 7. Okay. Whoops. Okay.
I'm done if she's not down.
She's not down, but at the end of your turn, she will use 1 point of legendary action to dash again with her Death Dance. Not dash, but move her speed. So she'll move another 30. So what you see, Mercy, is it's not on this map, this feature that I'm about to explain, but when you come into this cavern, you see this this large stone cavern with the ceilings that just go up into darkness. At the far end, you can see this massive semicircular stone feature in the wall with large pillars on either side, and painted on this stone semicircle is the image of a multicolored 5-headed dragon. Where Windfall is currently dashing to is this large round stone pillar, this feature that has these spiraling stone stairs carved into them. That's maybe about 60 feet tall, and she gets a few steps up as she starts to kind of curve around it. And the platform at the top of this 60-foot feature is maybe 30 feet across. Maybe it's a bit bigger than that. Maybe it's about 50 feet across. And when you emerge at the edge of the tunnel, you can see Cass standing at the top of this pillar, kind of gazing down below, and resting on the edge, or resting on the precipice of the feature that Windfall is now ascending around the spiral stairs. There's a vessel. You recognize it as a ship, much like the one that you have taken here to Toril. But it is it has these amber wings that are sort of glowing as they're unfurling from the hull of the vessel itself. And what you guys can see when you all finally get in here, but what you can see, Mercy, now is is Cass's ship, which they are likely planning to escape in here, which I'll upload into the Discord. As the hum of the engines of Cass's ship are turning on, these wings are unfurling from the edges. And Windfall is just making a beeline up to the precipice with Cass. She shouts at him, I'm coming! We're getting out of here! And then she looks up into the darkness and she shouts something in Draconic. I don't know if you know. Do you know Draconic?
No.
She shouts something else in Draconic, and from high above in the darkness, you see a red glow appear as something that's lurking up there in the darkness above begins to beat large leathery wings. All you can hear is the flapping of these large leathery wings. Mavathor.
Okay. So the Pit Fiend, I assume, is gonna move 120 feet. So he'll set up his action to cast Healing Word on Mercy, so she can take another shot at Windfall.
Okay. The Pit Fiend will make it into the room, so you can drop your token beside Mercy. Because you guys will be in there once the Pit Fiend goes, because they can dash 120 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw a Pit Fiend down. Lilith.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
should I
sorry,
get a shot?
sorry, Mavthor. Well, when the Pit Fiend arrives, you can.
Okay, yeah. So, Mercy heals for 9, and she can make a reaction attack against Windfall.
And it is really, really tempting to shoot Cass, but she's gonna shoot Windfall. Does that hit?
Yes. Or no, sorry, 20 does not hit.
Ah!
Your shot sparks off the rocks right beside her head.
Mercy's just gonna yell back to the others. They're trying to escape.
Lilith.
Okay, does Fangs get to make, wisdom saves? The end of her turn?
Hypnotic pattern. I think they have to be... Let me double check. I think they have to be shaken out of their stupor. So you could just...
Or
you could
damaged.
just, yeah, damaged or shaken out of their stupor. So you could just shake Fangs out of their stupor and continue to move.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
You know, I try to play that Windfall doesn't know that you guys have +6 to your saving throws and, you know, all this other stuff. She's just trying to escape, you know what I mean? So she's using the tools at her disposal.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go another 100 feet then.
Okay, sure. You guys, you can drop you and Fangs on the map here next to Mervit. You guys are basically there.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, Windfall will burn a legendary action to go another 30 feet up around the pillar that she's ascending currently. She's about halfway up now. Pit Fiend and Mavathor arrive, and then Mercy gets her shot, which happened already, and the Pit Fiend can still... Well, I guess they dash there, so that you guys would be here now.
Mhm.
And you said you were. Oh yeah, you set up the action, so that all happened. And Jin, you're up.
Everyone is very much faster than I am at the moment, so I will move, dash, and vamp to get 90 feet. So I am 30 feet outside of the starting line.
Okay, you can throw yourself down there,
and
and you'll just know there's 30 feet remaining at the start of your next turn.
Okay. Do I have line of sight on Windfall from my position?
No, because the tunnel kind of descends quite steeply, so you wouldn't be able to see her until you get to the bottom where it levels out.
All right. Well,
And,
then
and
that's,
she's now
unfortunately,
also going up, so fortunately, no.
that is unfortunately all I can do this turn.
Lep.
Yes. He's gonna dash for 70 feet. He's going to use a bonus action to base step 100 feet in total. Yeah.
So you got 20 feet left, right?
Yeah.
So you can just
Yeah.
throw yourself down there too. You know, you'll have 20 more feet before you can see the chamber and all that stuff. Oh, I forgot to do one little thing here. Okay, Windfall runs up to the rest of the. She runs around up the rest of the stairs and makes it to the precipice. She and casts forward into the hull of the ship, and a little flap closes over, and the wings of this vessel flap, and it starts to hover above the precipice of the stone peak there, off to the side. There's this humming sound, and then over the sound of now these beating leathery wings, there's also this sound of like tearing paper, but it's 100-fold. It kind of echoes out, 1,000-fold. It echoes out through this large chamber that you guys are descending into, even over the sound of the flapping leathery wings. And you can now see, sort of emerging down from the shadows, this sort of tear of the fabric of the multiverse kind of opens up, and through it, Mercy, and those of you who have made your way in, you can see this dark rip, and all you can see beyond it is like a smattering of stars, like you're looking at a night sky. This thing that's thin enough, that's just wide enough for this vessel to likely make its way through. But below that tear, in this sort of Milky Way of stars that you can see beyond it, you, Mercy, can see this massive red dragon descending from the shadows below it. Just burning embers of flame resting in its gaping maw as it kind of is flapping down into the central part of the chamber here. Mercy.
Is the dragon intending to fight us?
You would know if you spoke Draconic. But yes, it's made its way onto the turn order. I guess the echoes, when she shouted out in Draconic, her voice echoed out through the chambers, and those of you who do speak Draconic would have heard Windfall's voice echo out and say, Dracarvix, I've brought you your dinner.
Mercy's gonna look at the ship, look at the dragon, look at everyone. and just, as much as she wants to get Windfall, she knows that this is a lost battle now. She's just gonna tell everyone to get back up the tunnel and just turn to Mavathor. Think your big friend there can block the tunnel long enough for us to get a head start?
Probably, but I'd like to try something first.
She'll just step back and sweep a hand forward. Please.
Mavathor.
Alright, so... Since he is Lord of Avernus, would he be able to facilitate the flow of planar travel in and out of Avernus?
I would say that in this circumstance, which I could explain to you later, the only thing that would probably work is whatever it is, the thing you can contact the D100 roll.
Hmm. Alright, yeah, that's what I was kind of playing. Yeah, he is going to use Divine Intervention.
You know, Mavathor, stepping into this chamber here, that although this is a part of Avernus, you are at Tiamat's doorstep.
Hmm. But as I remember, Tiamat's essentially just a guard dog for Asmodeus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll
An unwilling one, maybe.
Don't tell her that.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't know.
But also, who knows? Who knows what events may have taken place behind the scenes during some of this shifts of power and a change of the flow of planes, not only from the recent events in Avernus, but from whatever it is that your new best friend Vecna has been up to.
Hmm. Fair enough. All right, yeah, he is going to use Divine Intervention to
Give me a religion check first.
Okay.
All right, give me a 30 or below.
All right. Aw.
Unfortunate.
I still like to see what that looks like with you trying to close this rift in the multiverse. I want the I want the theatrics, the Mavathor theatrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I guess the Pit Fiend will kind of hold him up to get him as close as possible, as he'll hold out his hand of Bell and essentially try and suture it closed as much as he can to make escape harder, if not impossible.
You hold out the gauntlet and implore the aid of Asmodeus, and you do see the thin edges of the rift sort of try and pull themselves back together. And the results of your attempt will be resolved on Windfall's next turn.
Okay. But yeah, he'll then give the mental command to the Pit Fiend to try and disable the ship with fireballs if it can.
Oh, okay. That is interesting. Let me take a look real quick at this ship. Okay, the Pit Fiend will do so on its turn. Lilith. Mavathor, anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Alright. Go ahead, Lilith.
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Mercy had said for everyone to retreat. Essentially,
This is
so it's
this
up
is
to
sort
you.
of this is sort of it. You know, this is the official introduction to the multiverse. Your guys' world has just been ripped wide open.
Greetings. Here's your complimentary dragon. Have fun with that.
I think Lilith is gonna turn to both Mercy and Mavithar and kind of give them a look of like, what do I do?
We'll shout down to her, like, try and stop them, anything.
Okay, I don't even know if I have anything that could go that far. Okay. If Fangs dashes, that's not an action from me, right?
No, I mean Fang acts on your turn, but they have their independent economy. You know.
Okay, let's see how far I can get. How far up would I be able to get that staircase?
The staircase is 60 feet to the top of the precipice, the 50-foot landing where the ship is now sort of gently hovering. You know, there's this sort of wafting, like mirage-looking energy just below the space beneath the ship and the precipice of where it's now lifted off from. And you can hear the hum of the vessel gathering its power to jet off into the astral sea there before you.
Okay,
Can I interject with a quick question?
Sure.
yes.
Would Mercy be able to know whether they have any chance of stopping them, given her knowledge of multiversal travel? Like, would she know if this is just not gonna work, so they don't waste their time?
I mean, you know that stopping that ship from what's about to happen is going to be extremely difficult. If imploring the gods didn't work, then you know, it's possible that a fireball might impede the ship for a turn, maybe. But
What about a moonbeam?
you know, I mean, think about how would Mercy stop her ship in this instance, right?
Oh, unless they can hit the engines or something. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And you know, you don't necessarily know, like, every ship is different at this point, so you don't necessarily know how the ship is powered and all that stuff. But you know, it's looking difficult. This is gonna be one of those frustrating things that is just a metaphorical defeat in a sense, and a tool for me to make you hate Windfall that much more. So.
yeah, I mean, if she knows that, she's going to try and convey that to Mavithor and Lilith, because as much as she really, really wants to do something to try and stop her, it's not worth losing anyone else over at this point. So she's just going to turn to Lilith before she can run forward and just... Nothing we can do right now will work. We can give chase. I have a ship, but stopping that now is near impossible.
I feel like Lilith thinks about it for a minute, and then she starts running back.
Like up the tunnel the other way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Pit Fiend conjures a ball of flaming energy between its infernal paws and releases it. It zings out across the cavern, and as it strikes the side of the ship, you can see there's this sort of barrier that some of the flames go around, and disperses some of the energy of the fireball. It jostles the ship a little bit. Jin.
Yeah, 30 feet of movement will get me up to the starting line. How high up is Windfall?
Ship is 60 feet above you all.
Okay. Can we say she's within 90 feet of us?
Yeah.
Is
think
that
she
fair?
went inside, didn't she?
She and Cass are both inside the vessel.
Okay.
I just don't have like a vessel token, you know. Maybe I do. I never even looked.
Be visible within the cockpit?
Probably not. No, the ship is sort of facing forward and to the side of you all, so you're kind of looking at the back half of it.
Well, you know what? For my last trick, hey Windfall, you got anything for a surprise pit fiend? Damn.
To an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see. So do you want to drop it like on the ship?
Yes, I want to drop it on the ship.
Okay.
It's gonna drop Mavithor, won't it?
I mean, Mavithor can.
Yeah, because he's being held, so I guess he'll
Oh.
also land on top of the ship.
You want to go for a ride, Mavithor?
I mean, every pound will make this even harder for it to. And maybe he can get this dragon to breathe on the ship.
And I entering the room, I see the dragon, and I will use my bonus action to bamf back down the hallway, courtesy of the final blessing charge. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last of all of my resources. You're on your own.
Lep.
Lep will use 20 feet of his movement to get into the cavern, and then his next 15 to move right there. And then he's going to phase step an additional 30 feet as a bonus action. Well, he'll go like 20 feet, but like 10 or 15 feet upwards, I guess. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Oh, this is could not go so well. He's gonna try some divine interventioning of his own.
You shall not pass.
Because you don't have the same affinity to Avernus, and you're kind of new to your faith, it's just going to be a normal divine intervention roll, so a 10 or below.
Yeah. Okay. Well, technically a 13 or below, because...
Ah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
That...
Your collect call has been declined.
You're far away from Mount Celestia.
Yeah. And I think that is all he can do.
There's a pulse of dark energy from the ship. Mavithor, make a DC 23 Constitution save for me. Hit the Pit Fiend for one as well. Oof.
I think
All right. There's a blast of necrotic energy that emanates from the vessel that you and the Pit Fiend are now sort of on top of. The Pit Fiend has kind of landed on the top of it between the wings, and it's still kind of holding you in its grasp. The Pit Fiend fails and takes 84 necrotic damage and is blasted off of the top of the hull, about 15 feet away.
Did that include my +6 to its save?
16. Oh, you know what? So it takes half and is not blasted. So it takes 42 and is remains foot-held there. So the two of you are still on top of the vessel. I guess I'll make a save for the ship because of the extra weight. How much do you think Pit Fiend weighs here?
The D&D
just shy of a
wiki.
lot.
We'll add
A pit fiend weighs 800 pounds.
we'll call the
Yes.
we'll call it a DC 20 5 for the ship.
And Mavathor
You,
with his weight and his gear, solid 300 pounds, so 1,100 pounds total.
The wings kind of curl under, and the vessel, the hum of the vessel increases, and it tries to sort of lift further up towards the rift, and it's kind of slow going. It only gets about another 10 feet higher as the vessel's kind of shifting under the weight of the Fiend and Mavathor. You guys hear a voice come out from the ship, kind of amplified, and you hear Cash say, "Ah, come on, guys, you're making this really difficult. Just fight another day." Mercy, you're up.
Mercy's gonna yell something
Yeah, sure.
at him, but I don't know if anyone else knows deep speech.
I know
Um,
Abyssal.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Then, Jin, you will hear her. It's not an exact translation, but she's basically going to yell up at him to suck an infected asshole.
It's a derivative of be violated by the eye stalks of a beholder.
Yeah, it's a very loose translation. Deep speech is a little funky.
They're variant dialects. You know how it is.
Well, I don't think there's anything she can do about the ship from here.
Is there anything else you'd like to do then?
I mean, there's a giant fuck-off dragon staring at her.
It's pretty big. It doesn't necessarily want you to fuck off.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the problem, isn't it?
But
It's got roughly
But
the
now-
same HP pool as 3 Pit Fiends. You guys, have a chance.
we are all spent.
I know.
And we're down Mavathor. We're down our big Mavathor.
I have to
man.
wear you guys out before things get scary, you know what I mean?
That HP pool is a lot scarier when you don't have any spells.
How far is she from Lepus? Is that accurate?
30 feet,
10,
yeah.
20, 35.
He's a little higher in the air, but 30 feet to get underneath him.
Damn. Okay. Well, they followed her insane nonsense, so she'll do the same. Just gonna run closer to Lep and just yell up at him. Any way you can get me up there?
Probably not. I'm sorry.
Then get your winged ass back to the others.
No can do.
What do you mean no can do?
I'll explain later. Deal with that big thing.
I appreciate the fearful voice cracking.
She's just gonna take aim with her gun, just muttering, "Yep, just like being back with the family again." And
Mavith.
take a couple of shots. Can she
Oh yeah,
shoot?
you can shoot. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anything to take its attention off of the bright glowy snack in front of it.
Are you shooting at the ship or the dragon?
The dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 26 hits.
Yeah, she saw the pit fiend's fireball hit a barrier,
Oh, okay.
and she doesn't want Lepus to become a snack.
Oh, I
so-
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 for 22.
And another 7.
Your shots ring out. The dragon rumbles low in its chest as the two shots strike its leathery flesh. Mavithor, go ahead.
All right, Mavthor, getting especially desperate, suddenly thinks of who he is and his position, and says, "No, you're not leaving. I'm not going to permit it." As he focuses his power of being Archduke of Avernus to open a gate spell above the ship, and he'll look to the pit fiend and say, "Let's go for a swim." As the other side of the gate appears underneath a lake of lava, so the lava will flow down on top of the ship.
Does the ship get to make a saving throw?
No, there's no save for lava.
No, I mean for the gate spell.
There's no save associated with gate, so I don't think so, unless you're
It's
trying to
just like
summon
a
something.
passageway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it still has.
So-
does it still have to pass through the gate, or?
Well, I mean, the gate is overlapping the spatial rift, so it's essentially being blocked.
So you cover the
Lava's-
rift.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
lava is flowing down onto the to the ship, so the ship will take full damage from the lava probably.
Someone from within the vessel will cast counterspell.
They have line of sight of me.
You guys are on top, so I mean, from the front of the ship. You know what? It's not. I mean, these are other magical creatures who are focused on what you guys are doing right now. I guess. Your gate blocks the rift. So if they fly through it, they still have to fly through it, right?
They don't have to fly through it. He's just using it as basically a blocker. But he's also using it as a deterrent because lava is now actively flowing into this area. So
Well, the
ship
rift is
going-
like the rift. So right now, lava is essentially flowing down over the dragon.
Wait, oh,
Because
wait,
the
where's
rift is like, here, I'll drop a rift. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, because I thought the rift was directly.
It's not
on top of
directly.
the
It's not
ship.
directly above them. They were going to go like at a line, but I'll drop a line where the rift is. It's essentially
Gotcha.
above the dragon because I described the dragon beneath it. You know what I mean? When Mercia
okay,
came in.
gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I'll drop a line of where the rift actually is, and maybe that'll help you make a different decision. But
Mhm.
You just can't get away from the lava, can you, man?
Apparently not.
I mean, it's going to help you fight this dragon. I don't know if they might have immunity too. Yeah.
Yeah, the fire dragon, the red dragons have immunity to fire.
You know, it's like, sorry for the block, but Where's my wall of fire again? Yeah, it's essentially like above the dragon like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, his gate would block it off.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could still block the rift with it. You know, it'll make it
Yeah,
harder
he-
for them to leave.
He'll do that.
You're giving the dragon a free spa day. Maybe he won't attack us after all.
Yeah.
So lava is now flowing over the dragon, splashing, now creating a pool of lava nearby Mercy and Lepus there.
Yep. And he'll tell the pit fiend to, or he'll hold out his hand, which is he'll reach into his bag and pull out soul coins, and he says, "I don't care what you have to do, destroy this thing. Use these soul coins if you have to."
So they could see your rift at least, right? Then that means
Yeah.
from the front of the ship. And what would that
Probably,
be?
yeah.
Like a dispel magic?
Yes, but they don't have direct line of sight from it, so they'd have to physically exit the ship to.
Even if there's
cast
like a
this
window
knowledge.
in the front, like they can see out into space.
Yeah, that's one of the things you learn a lot is especially from like Wall of Forest, you need to have actual uninterrupted line of sight to it.
Okay. Lilith, you are in the tunnel.
I feel like Lilith feels a lot of guilt when she looks back and nobody's following her. So she's gonna turn back around.
Yeah, Mercy's gonna have a lot to make up to the party for after this.
And yeah, she's gonna turn back. And then she is when she gets back to essentially where she was the last round, she's gonna cast a staggering smite and use it on her crossbow and try to aim for the dragon.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 24.
24 does hit the dragon.
Okay. I don't know why I have advantage on. I don't think I saw the advantage. Yeah, the other one misses.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
16, 6 of it's radiant, and then staggering smite is
Is that a concentration spell, Mavathor?
Gate, yes.
okay. Dragon has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
I wasn't expecting this to get so tense. Dragon fails.
Okay, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
All right. What's the total damage? Sorry.
So it is 1632.
Don't you get extra from the smite as well,
32.
or?
Yeah, that's with everything.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So 32 with everything.
All right. Mavathor, you are not immune to fright or fear, right?
No, but I do have advantage because of Hero's Feast.
Yeah. And but the pit fiend is not, right?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, the dragon will use its frightful presence at the start of its turn as lava is flowing down over it. So the pit fiend is going to make a saving throw for frightful presence with DC 21 Wisdom save plus 6 because it's under your command. That is Windfall. Whoops. Pit fiend. Wisdom. Which it succeeds. The dragon will swoop out of the lava down towards the two of you on top of the ship, and it's going to try and get you guys off. So it's going to try and claw onto you, Mavathor. Disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Alright. 27 to hit with disadvantage.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, the dragon will clutch onto you, Mavathor. Its big claw will wrap around you. You feel its powerful grip as it squeezes. And it's going to try and tear you, I guess, out of the Pit Fiend's grasp. So they're going to make a contested check. So the dragon rolls a 21 at disadvantage. And the Pit Fiend rolls a 13. So it rips you out of the Pit Fiend's grasp, and it's going to use its fly speed to... Well, it'll do its other two attacks. So it's going to whip its tail and try and knock the Pit Fiend off as well. Which will just be another contested check. So 19 from the dragon. Natural 20 from the Pit Fiend. So the Pit Fiend stays on top of the ship. The dragon is going to fly back and throw you into the gate, which causes you to essentially just splash into some lava and then fall out of the gate, right?
Since it's like this, he would just pop out the other side.
Wouldn't you kind of
Maybe
fall
suspended.
like with the lava flow?
Yeah.
If the lava, if that was your goal, right? You'd go in and then fall out again.
Yeah,
right?
he would just pop right back out.
So the falling damage from that, since that's 60, that's probably another 30. 60. So 6, 7, 8, 9, d6.
Can you use his wings to break his fall?
Yeah, you can use your wings to break your fall. So you're now being dripped over with lava, just kind of hovering there beside the dragon, basically. With the two of you having lava pouring down over you guys. Little arcs of lava are kind of splashing off Mavathor and off of his shield and off of the dragon, all kind of raining down now below. The pool is starting to grow larger there, Mercy and Lepus, because this is all flowing out pretty fast, so... what do you want the Pit Fiend to do?
He wants the Pit Fiend to, if it can, use those soul coins to try and trash this vessel. Akin to, I don't know if you played Baldur's Gate, but there's a character who absorbs soul coins to empower herself.
Okay, I'll say that the Pit Fiend, you can have it try and rip open the doors to the ship, or try and break through the hole. I'll let you choose.
I'll say break through the hole.
Okay. Then the Pit Fiend will do its full round of attacks against the hull of the ship. I'm gonna roll its HP pool. Okay, the Pit Fiend will smack its tail against the hull, conjure its flaming mace, and start to wail into it. The first couple of strikes, that sort of barrier that was caught by the fireball, it kind of wobbles, and then one of its mace strikes kind of squishes in, and the carapace of the ship is actually like hard, but also kind of like on its second mace strike, it does damage the hole, and you guys can see like blood kind of dripping off the hole a little bit. And then it tries to like rip some flesh off with its teeth as well. It's takes some damage, but it doesn't break through.
From what you can see of the blood, can he discern that if the ship is biological in nature?
Make an insight check.
Okay. And if the ship would count as a quote-unquote creature? 29?
You believe that parts of the ship are biological in nature, but it is still a vessel, not a creature. It doesn't have a sentience, or it's not able to act on its own volition.
Gotcha, okay.
Jin. Man, you guys are trying real hard here. It's gonna be difficult to...
Seeing as there's no one following me out, Jin will mutter something unflattering in Elven, turn around, run 30 feet back in the room to see what's going on, and he comes to this spectacle. Not a great deal that he can do. I guess he sees Mercy shooting at the dragon, so he will try and aim for one of the dragon's wings to keep it on the ground. A disadvantage because long range. 16.
16 will miss the dragon. The dragon and Mavathor are about 80 feet in the air.
Yeah, I got 120, so I'm within long range.
Yeah.
You know, advantage. 23.
23 is good.
Womp. Or 20 force to his left wing.
Right. Lep?
Okay. So here's my question.
Yeah.
This swirling vortex, is that the gate, or is that
Mavathor's gate, yes.
That's Mavathor's gate. And this is just lava.
That is the rift open to the astral plane.
Okay.
But lava is pouring out of that whole area.
Out of the gate, okay. So, how far up is this portal to the astral plane?
Gate and the portal are probably another... the gate, the rift to the astral plane is probably another 20 feet above the dragon and Mavathor. And it's being blocked by the gate.
Okay, so... Okay. So Lep is currently 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And... Okay, I'm just trying to figure out...
On Windfall's turn, lava is going to be a danger for you and Mercy at this point.
Okay.
Because it'll be a full round of lava pouring out at gallons of volume per...
I mean, he's able to get hit by that lava? Even though he's...
it's flowing out and down and splashing over the dragon and Mavathor, so, flows of lava are going to be,
Okay.
if we imply light physics.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but I'm just trying to figure out how much movement it would take Lep to get...
You're 20 feet up, right?
Yes.
So
I'm basically thinking how much movement it'll take Lep
80 feet to the rift.
To the rift?
From where you are, yes. Because Mavathor and the dragon are 80 feet in the air, and you're 20 feet in the air, so there's 60, and then there's another 20 feet separating them and the rift, so it's 80 total.
Okay. So 30, 35, that's 65. Okay. Lep is going to fly.
I guess high level play does kind of become more like Dungeons and Dimensions, huh?
Yes. I have, yeah. So Lep is
Bag
going
of tricks get bigger.
fly 35 feet up and towards
I
the
mean, this
portal.
is awesome. Like, this is one of the
He's
most
going
epic
to-
things that I've DM'd probably in my whole career, and I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
mean for any of it to happen. You know,
Oh,
so.
Not bad for not being prepared.
He's going to fly 35 feet up and towards the portal. He's going to use his bonus action to face step an extra 30 feet up and towards, so that's 65. And how bad this Lep is feeling right now.
You hear a familiar voice in your head, Lepus. Are you breaking our terms of agreement already? Get us out of here. You know,
Oh, this is hard. He's gonna cast
you know
spell
who,
magic.
you know who will pay the price.
He's gonna cast a spell magic. On the gate.
Well, he's gonna try.
Does,
Yeah, it's a
uh,
level spell.
So how? It's cast at 5th level. So what do I have to roll?
DC 19 Wisdom check. Or I assume you're using not Charisma Wisdom, so yeah.
Okay. So it's a wisdom check. Okay. Okay. Just a wisdom check?
It's
Yeah.
a wisdom check, not a wisdom save. So
Yeah, a wisdom check.
D20 plus.
Are you still inebriated?
I think enough has happened where he's got the bulk of his senses back. It's like when you're on adrenaline, like it's like you don't. That's kind of what I'm thinking of it as.
Fair.
That's a 21 wisdom check.
Silvery barb. No, never mind.
Are you trying to do this without anyone noticing? At least the
Yeah.
spell casting part.
Yeah, he's
Well,
still
there's
30.
lava flows coming down. You know, it is a pretty chaotic, intense situation. There's heat and fire and lava, and the ship is pulsing with energy. There's a lot going on. So I would say that you can do like a deception sleight of hand.
Yeah, because you flew straight in Mercy's line of sight. 'Cause she's staring at the dragon, and that's kind of
Yeah.
the direction you
I
flew.
can do a
What-
deception.
Once he flies to the other side, your vision will be
Oh, is he on the other
somewhat
side?
obscured by,
yeah.
you know, once he teleports to the other side, your vision will be somewhat obscured by the lava flows now. Like, really just... I mean, you gotta imagine that this like, lava is just pouring from a lake of lava out of that massive hole now that's blocking the rift to the astral plane, the astral sea, so...
No, I didn't realize he was on the other side of it. So.
Yeah,
I would say against, like, Mavathor's or anyone else's passive perception, you could make, like, a deception sleight of hand check as you dispel the gate.
Yeah, let me make a deception check. Oh god, I'm so bad at this kind of stuff.
You never know. You could roll a natural 20.
Nope,
Okay.
you didn't get one.
Can I use
Mavathor,
my-
through the
can I use my
lava...
inspiration?
Go ahead, what?
Can I use my inspiration?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
What,
Yeah.
Mavathor, through the
Shit.
lava...
Yeah, I
The-
see it too.
So what happens is that the gate vanishes, right? And the last of the lava flows spill out over you, Mavathor. And like through the flapping of the dragon's wings, you and Lep kind of lock eyes, and Lep has his like hands raised up towards the gate.
He has a look of pure rage on his face, like you are about to be sent to the worst torture chamber in Avernus, and you are going to spend a very, very, very long time there.
Just sorrow just appears on Lep's face.
All right.
Does Mercy see that too? Because her pass is 18.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side of the dragon now. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see Lep and Mamathor gazing at each other with this intensely locked stare, and you can see Lepus's like hands coming down with little wisps of magic coming off of his fingers. You know.
Yeah, Mercy's just gonna stare, kind of slack-jawed, her gun just slowly lowering in disbelief.
DC 23 passive perception.
There's
Can't
another.
get away with it from me.
There's another burst of necrotic energy from the ship. The Pit Fiend is going to make another Constitution saving throw. DC 23 con save. And it nat 20's it. It still takes... shit, what did I roll for that before? 15d10. Half of that. And, but it remains on the whole. Cass is controlling the ship's actions currently. Windfall is... got her hands tied, I guess. Mercy, go ahead.
Just real quick, is everyone okay? Because I know we are like after midnight. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm good. But what about everyone else?
No, it's a little over 9 o'clock for me, so I'm good.
I mean, I would say that
That's
like
great.
we can resolve this situation, you know, and then I don't want to hold you if you need to
No.
go. I don't want to hold you if you need to go, Mercy.
No, I don't need to go. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I forget that you people are all in earlier time zones.
I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to resolve the encounter, or do you want to hold off for next week?
Resolve.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm good.
Do it.
We already got this far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, she's gonna have to move, or else she's gonna get burned in lava. I imagine she's in such shock that she has a delayed reaction to realizing how close it is.
I will.
So-
It's coming towards you, but like all the lava that flowed out is spreading out. You are going to have to move. I'm going to drop a little circle here to show you where the
Yeah.
lava is going to resolve its movement. How do I draw? Oh yeah. So this is like where it's going to kind of all end. It's at your edge right now, but you're going to have to get out of that circle if you don't want to burn.
Yeah. So I gotta get out of this entire circle here. Well, can I take my 2 shots before she moves?
Sure. Before, as
At the dragon.
your second shot hits. Uh, 20.
For 20.
All right.
Then she's gonna run back up here with everyone else. Just look at them wide-eyed. What the fuck is going on here? Why is Lepus helping?
Mavathor.
Alright, yeah, he is going to, use his channel divinity to, try and charm this dragon. So DC 19 Wisdom save.
4.
Fails. It's charmed by him, so it can't attack him.
You know, I hate to say this, but the dragon technically would have advantage.
Not magic.
It's I mean, it's a 4 or a 7 either way.
Oh, okay.
I guess it could use a legendary resistance. It does have that. And I guess it would in this circumstance.
Alright. Then as his bonus action, he's going to cast Healing Word on the Pit Fiend. Oh no, I cast that at the wrong level. Or did I? No, I didn't. So regain 7 hit points and it can use its reaction to attack the ship.
It more blood begins to drip out of the place where it's been hammering into. There's more crack in sort of the hard shell, and then the flesh underneath kind of splits out, and there might be like the slightest of holes now in the top of the hull of the ship.
Okay. That'll be the end of his turn.
Lilith?
First of all, I think Lilith goes, she goes, Lep, what the hell are you doing? And then she's gonna, her and Fangs are gonna go this way, and she's gonna shoot her smite at the dragon again.
Um, 23 is good.
Okay. And then it's 14 psychic, 13 piercing, 4 radiant, and then it has to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save 15.
Okay, it fails. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Attack rolls and
And
ability
it
checks.
can't take reactions.
Okay. The dragon flaps its wings and kind of holds its hind legs out. It's going to try and knock the pit fiend off the top of the ship again. So it kind of barrels down, and with its tail, it's going to make a force contested roll to the pit fiend and the dragon. 22 for the dragon at disadvantage, and a 13 for the pit fiend. The pit fiend kind of tumbles off the side of the ship onto the ledge of the precipice, and it'll flap over to the other side of the ship and bite down on it with disadvantage. It misses. It swipes at it with its claw, and it's going to try and push it the rest of the way off the ledge. A 23 to hit, or 21 to hit with its disadvantage, which still hits, and going to force another check. 22 at disadvantage for the dragon, and the pit fiend falls 60 feet off the ledge.
It has a
Ground.
fly speed, right? So it can break
yeah,
all-
okay. It just
Yeah.
breaks. Yeah, it just it's flapping off on the side now, kind of next to the precipice, up at 60 feet. The dragon will push itself between the ship, kind of flapping over it between the pit fiend and the ship above it. And what would you like the pit fiend to do?
Pit Fiend can keep wailing on the ship.
Okay.
That pit fiend deserves medals for all this.
It will be greatly rewarded, assuming it lives.
It'll
A
do
new student and a raise.
It'll
Good lead.
get back up to the side of the ship and do another round of attacks. Now that the dragon's kind of blocking it from moving atop it. It'll start bashing with its mace twice, both breaking through the barriers. The tail will as well. And then when the chitin is broken, he'll use his teeth to gnaw at some of the exposed flesh, now blood dripping down to the side of the ship as well. Jin.
A lot of things happen at once. He will sort of reach behind him and he will pull out a broom. He will say, Sarah va haram ar haram, and he will hand it to Mercy. And he will tell her that it is a broom of flying. And then he will level his gun up at Lep, and he will ask Mercy for orders. I have a shot.
That's the best I got.
Nice.
If you have a shot, shoot the dragon. It's trying
Alrighty,
to help the ship get away.
I will shoot the dragon. No, regular shot. Nice. Same wing, trying to damage it beyond repair. Q? 20?
20 misses the dragon.
That's unfortunate. What if we use our inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah.
Q?
That's
24?
Good. 24 is good.
18 points of force into that damaged wing, and one more shot. Pretty sure 28 hits for 10 more.
Okay. There are some holes in one of the big leathery wings of the dragon.
And I step out of the burning no circle. Concert.
Lep.
Okay, Lep is going to move 15 feet up, so he is out the portal. He is going to move right there and an additional 10 feet up. Oh God. He is going to look at Mabithor and say, Mabithor, please don't be upset. You don't know what's going on.
I know enough that I want my retribution.
You'll have it. And he's going to attempt to cast Hold Person.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, you can't counterspell it.
If
I have no spell slot.
If you think of Mabithor, he is very hard to take down.
if this was like a Harry Potter tabletop, it'd be like an unforgivable curse now at this point.
Yeah.
Not on his worst day.
Lep says, well, if you want your retribution, you have to get me. And he is going to use his bonus action to face step 30 feet into the portal.
Okay, you face step into the rift.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I have to ask you a question now.
Is there air on the other side of the rift?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Well,
Is it vacuum?
Yeah, no
How well
idea.
do you breathe in a vacuum?
this is a part of the discovery of the multiverse that is going to be a work in progress and a cosmetology dissection
Experience?
about different parts of reality, and Lep when you move into the astral sea, in this particular part of, in this particular corner of the multiverse, you don't necessarily feel weightless. Gravity still seems to apply the same, but you do feel like you become faster. You now have a flying speed of, oh, I forget. I just like familiarized myself with some of this a little bit earlier, but it's 5 times your 5 times your intelligence score.
Oh, this intelligence score is not the best. Let me see what it is. It's 10, so 50.
It's a strange sensation. You don't feel like a temperature change necessarily. It is not like frigid cold of space. But the question I have for you is, because mercy is in your mind, what are you going to do when the ship passes through? Are you going to leave with them, or are you going to allow the portal to just close behind you?
Wait, Mercy's in his mind?
Oh, no, sorry, Windfall.
Okay. Just needed to make sure.
What do you
hear
think
him?
about Mercy for?
You move through the tear, and you guys can see Lep now wreathed by the inky stars, starry sky through this rip, and you hear Windfall say, "That's a good boy. Do you need a ride?"
Lep thinks about why he's doing this. He thinks about the fact that he could lose Phylaxis again. He thinks about the fact that he has already lost Sylvie, Krayley, his home, his brother, his powers. Lep thinks back to all of that. And he knows that he will do whatever it takes to keep the man he loves alive. So he will answer back into whatever Windfall would prefer the most. If she wants him to go with them, he will.
Well, this
If
is...
she wants him to stay, he will.
She's asking you if... You did what she asked, and she's offering you a hand. I mean, you went through the rift. It's going to close behind them, so you'll be, floating in the astral sea. She's asking you if you want a ride. She's giving you an olive branch, seeing as that she and Cass have seen you kind of betray your companions here. She's offering you an escape.
Then yes, his answer is yes.
There's a hum from the vessel beneath the dragon as it sort of roars, gathering flames in its maw. It beats its heavy wings, and there's another thrumming sound. This sort of mirage-like energy flashes out from the ship, and it shoots off of the precipice, kind of casting rocks off of the flat surface that sort of tumble down and hiss as they hit the lava below. And you guys see it streak towards the rip in the fabric of the material plane here, or in Avernus, and the flap on the side of the ship opens, and kind of standing on the edge, kind of holding on to something in the hole, as the flap opens and the ship passes through, Windfall reaches her arm out and grabs your wrist and pulls you inside, and the flap closes behind, and they pass through the astral sea. You see this streak of red energy as it sort of arcs out into the astral space, and the threads of the tear quickly kind of form back, and all you can see is the shadows in the back wall of the cave as they disappear. And that is where we will end the session this week.
Oh, what a session.